Well, those that were with us yesterday on Wabberjack, what did you find against the Reds? Because I thought when we had even numbers against the Reds, we just annihilated them. And
Yes,
when they had just slightly more. So their numbers, when they had the numbers, that counted against us. But when they had an even number, we obliterated them.
yeah.
Well, surely that will come across in other campaigns, whereas at least there we don't have the numbers against us consistently.
Well, there's also the fact that there's guilds that Shenria knows, so there's definitely guilds on Wabbajack that we can work with, and other people as well, versus any of these other empty ones where it's just going to be us versus the world, and it's going to be mostly PvE.
If we know of other guilds on Wabberjack, I'd be inclined to stick with that personally, as I said, because if we've already made a presence there, I don't think you're going to get much improvement anywhere you're going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Goldbrand will probably be the next place that fills up. I don't know why, but everyone seems to have gone to the top and they're steadily going down the list.
Yep. It's just natural.
Now, if there are people who actually want to make Wabberjack into a good place to play PvP, then it's possible to be proactive. Like AD is extremely low population on the campaign at the moment, but it is possible to encourage other guilds to, for example, fight for AD and come there and balance it.
Yeah, I think when they see the maps less red and maybe sort of more mix-up between the red and the blue and we start fighting back and stuff, I think it'll encourage them to come in, because at the moment you look in anyone and red have the whole board.
Yeah, I think it's only because they went in there like at level 10.
Exactly, but it still puts people off because they just look at it and go, oh, it's going to be too much. Whereas we went in there and we started taking them back, so...
Yeah, but some guilds might want to take the challenge. And if KAs want to challenge them, that come there and look at our badass PvP video.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a guild, right, and you're a serious guild, you would have not stayed on Wabberjack. Because it would have been boring as fuck.
If we make connections with guilds in Wabberjack, we can easily bring those guilds with us to one of these empty ones.
I mean, the red server, I mean... If we was on red team, we would have been bored shitless by now, I think, and we would have moved elsewhere.
We've seen that before in what was it, Desolation, GW2.
Yeah, I personally think all that's left in Wabberjack, and I'll probably eat my words here, are just a bunch of noobs who are easy moders.
I don't think it's entirely true, just because you get some pretty hefty PvE bonuses from the from PvP. So I mean, there is a benefit to to owning an entire area. You don't have to necessarily PvP all the time or want to.
Personally, I think our issue in PvP currently is that we lack the levels, especially our healers, and the lack of healers in general. Before we can actually make any serious attempts on any PvP, we need to get closer to level 50 and actually find more healers to heal us out, because that's what I noticed yesterday. We were doing better than the first time we were in there, but still the healing is a bit of on the downside at the moment.
Yeah, the more I play PvP in this game, the more I think that the second weapon set has to be resto stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what experiences others have.
Yeah, we'll need a raid.
Well, I feel like you can pretty much one-shot people in this game.
No.
Depends
you might get
who
one
you
shot
try.
if you're with that health limit that we talked about. If you're in that 1700 range, you're going to get one shot, no doubt about it. And if you get higher than that, you're definitely not going to.
Now get shot by 2 people.
Yeah, well, I was being focused by like 20 people, and I was doing okay.
20 scrubs.
Yeah, and that's in tanking gear. So if you're in like lightish gear, 2 shouldn't be that big of a problem.
You didn't video you stood on that bridge, did you, Harm, yesterday?
What?
You didn't video yourself stood on that bridge taking the whole entire raid as they charge across.
Oh, no, I didn't video myself. That would have been
awesome, yeah.
And I was just like, oh no. with any good healing, it's just going to come in time. Same with the DPS, all these builds.
I was just wondering that. I'm sorry, Crack, you go first.
No, go.
About the when we were talking about finding another guild to work together in PvP. When we get there as a guild, when most of us are closer to level 50 or veteran ranks, there are also the official Elder Scrolls Online forums, so we could, or Harmony could maybe sort of like put out some sort of post that we are looking for a guild to work with in PvP, and if you're interested, contact Harmonizer or something.
Oh, is there an official forum?
Well, I think there are official forums.
I'll look for it, yeah. Because there was one for Guild Wars 2, but I honestly didn't look for one here. Experiences with past forums have made me a bit jaded. Yeah, jaded.
If you can understand how their forum works, I praise you.
No forum is worse than Lord of the Rings Online. I'm sorry.
No, honestly, wait till you see this one. It's just a total fucking mess.
Also, one option to get more information to us and make us more known is to spam the Jones that's in endgame areas, like Bangarai and the veteran areas, when we get to the point.
Or we could make Wabberjack our server and make the Wabberjack community.
Oh my
So
god.
people come to us rather than we
That'd
go
be a
out to them.
challenge.
Let's rename the server to Groknuk first.
It'll be interesting to, actually, much like, what was it on Pike and Square? It was some bullshit. Pike and Square community, much like that.
Oh, make a new forum? Or new...
No, not new forum, that's too much effort, but make KA the Wabberjack community. That makes sense.
What?
Leading the way.
You see what I mean? That makes sense.
Like in Lord of the Rings Online.
Not so
You're
much like in
saying
Lottery,
get involved with the community.
But
No,
I would say no.
What I'm saying is obviously you've got the list of servers there, and there's if you googled Wabberjack PvP,
You will get Karnanik.
yeah. So and people can come on our Mumble to coordinate shit. It's just an idea.
Well, we
That's
don't have anywhere
ugly.
near a good enough mumble for that.
Also, I hate people.
Yeah, I hate people too. They should all go away.
Also, there's a chance always that
Why are
when
you
we
all
know
here?
that we're gonna go to a PvP, we could like half an hour before we actually enter, or 15 minutes, we could just announce on Zone that we're going in there and how many persons we're having with us and blah blah blah. And if anyone wants to join us as a support group, that they can form one or just become solo or something. But like we're gonna be doing organized stuff in there.
Yeah, the problem with that is there's no real grouping area for people. And I really hesitate to say this, because you guys know how much I hate it, but just maybe a guild that invites PvPers or something. I don't know.
That made no sense. Explain it.
Like a frontline.
Farmline. Hey, Farmline.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
god,
okay,
we've got to do
yeah,
it.
farmline. Yeah.
Or you can
like
join
that.
in a separate guild.
On a more serious point, I do think something like that would be handy if we're looking to move forward as a guild, personally.
Lol. I got
A farmline.
teleported in the sky.
But
Like the
just mean
KA frontline.
a way for more people to interact with the guild, really.
Well, you could do it as a separate guild because you can, you can have us as
Yeah,
KA
five
as ours,
guilds.
but you can have another guild for just a pure PvP one. So you could actually, if you feed other players for PvP, they could join that guild and you could communicate while you're in the PvP area through that guild chat, even if they're not within the raid that you're within. You can still communicate with them.
Yeah, what Scribe and Soria said, pretty much. Soria is saying it's really easy to spy, and, if you're too paranoid with that, you're just not going to get anything done. And the game he says the game promotes faction pride, not server pride, which is also really true. So if we just make faction-wide guild, and I honestly don't think I'd want to make it for just a PvP-wide thing as a chat channel, would be decent. It's like a GLF.
Yeah.
My point is rather that guilds will change campaigns after the 90 days. So there probably won't be that kind of totally permanent, or at least the permanent population on, say, Wabajak will be rather small and less dedicated than in Guild Wars 2 per server.
Yeah, I agree.
Really, I don't think that would work out. I think people will stick on the same server after campaign after a while.
No, they won't. When one goes to shit, they're gonna abandon ship.
Well then,
Dude, think about me in Lord of the Rings Online when I was owning Face. Do you think people would rather switch to a different area, or would they stick there and get their face rolled by me?
it depends. It depends on the circumstances. But I think if we're looking at not integrating with anyone, we're going to have to look at how people integrate with us. So whether that's increasing our membership base, because it will be a pretty lonely experience just going out there as KA on its own.
Yeah. If we can eventually maybe get 2 different raids for some coordination, that'd be really helpful. But that's way down the line. And we're going to really need to start pumping up the recruitment.
I still think we're looking too much ahead. I mean, we should get our own ranks to decent level first, and then start worrying about if we're gonna actually be successful in PvP, and with whom we're gonna do it with. I mean, there are level caps like Harmonizer and some others have leveled up really fast. Some are taking it really slow, including our healers. So that's kind of an issue at the moment.
Well, it's kind of a catch-22, and if you don't do one, the other's not going to happen either, so we kind of have to do both at the same time.
Yeah, but before we make any solid plans on how we're gonna do PvP in the future, I think we should first wait till we get there ourselves and start working well as a group and have enough gear and level and stuff.
Yeah, but we should definitely go out there to have some fun, because right now I feel we're a little too antisocial in just not being
Unsocial.
around. Yeah, unsociable, sorry. Yeah, we're being PC about it. Where most of us are leveling, and I'm not opposed to it, and people do need to level, and I'm not going to do anything about it to make anything different, but just going into PvP every now and then, it's a good experience for everyone, and it keeps spirits high.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't mean that we shouldn't go there at all, but before we make any really solid decisions or just rock solid ideas about anything, I think it's a good idea to keep it sort of in a way in a casual form.
What? I think we should definitely look for PvPers. I think we should try and look and recruit PvPers for sure. And they're going to need to level as well. And them being able to get help from the guilds with their leveling, if that's what it requires, or just get gear, it's definitely worth it getting a new member.
Yeah, but what I mean is that if we're gonna be one of the guilds owning the certain map or certain campaign, we should also come out as a really strong guild, not like a half-arsed attempt to do something, because no one wants to be a part of a half-arsed attempt. I mean, if we want to be really good, we need to actually work on our own PvP first and learn how the classes work and skills work and get ready for it before we find an ally to us or a guild that we want to work with.
And play together a lot more than once a week.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say, but
one thing we do need to do then is decide on this home campaign. Where are we going to go? That will be the catalyst for the next 90 days. Is where the hell are we going to PvP? Then all that will come as
we want to lead a server, but that's why.
Yeah, but that also brings another question, like how hardcore do we want to be?
Well, personally, I just want to get the home campaign sorted.
I just want to jump corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose we have very different people in terms
Are
of...
we going to be
how
corpse
hardcore.
jumping, or are we going to be push-upping?
Depends.
I
Depends
think
on the person, I think.
I'd do a mixture between corpse sitting, corpse chair
We'll
sitting,
kill the next guy
corpse
instead.
jumping, and sometimes a
Grog.
drunk dance.
You're gonna only be doing dodgy dances on top of people. Nothing else.
Should
Yes.
we also make rules about not getting naked in PvP?
Well, if you're under leveled, then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I proved that with statistics and everything.
Grog is staying level 49 forever.
Just
He's
so
gonna
he can
make a
run
new
around in
character
his
when he
speedos.
He's gonna make a new character once he reaches 50.
Zorcy also said something. Definitely wants to get into PvP as underleveled because leveling as a pure healer is super boring. And I kind of agree with that. So doing a
Unless
little
you
bit more.
team up with someone. As I've teamed up with someone with my healer so that I can level up, and they've gone a pretty much a pure damage build.
Yeah, that definitely works as well. If you can find somebody.
Can't we like make a farm PvE quests in AVA event or so?
No, I think the best way to level is just grinding NPCs. That's what I did in
Is
my
it?
last 40 levels. Yeah, it was way faster. Grinding NPCs as a raid, just really fast. And I hope they don't nerf it.
That area in Cyrodiil that has multiple repeatable quests for 2k, and they're literally like find 3 people, kill 4 people. Literally, you could level so quickly that it's insane. But you can't do it on your own because of the silly amounts of reds that are about.
So, have we decided on our home campaign yet for the next 90 days?
Wabbajack. That's what I got from it. Wabbajack. Next 90 days. Oh no, for like after this 90 days.
No, for the time until we can decide.
Okay, yeah, Wabbajack.
Yeah, but not tonight though.
No, not tonight.
What?
I will go.
Well, we could go out there tonight for sure, but I think a lot of us are actually waiting on cooldowns,
Oh,
so we can't.
cooldown horse.
Uh,
I haven't chosen even like my first home campaign yet.
yeah. So, pretty much what I got from that is Wowjack and wait a bit more for more in-depth decisions. So, is that pretty much the gist of it?
So we are homing Wobberjack for 90 days, or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to home it, so you don't have to spend it later. You just guess to it.
The first home switch is free, I think, so
Mm-hmm.
I can home this one.
Okay.
Or maybe I can home. Oh no.
Also,
Maybe
you
I
can
can home
home,
back then.
you
Let
can
me try
home switch
that.
for free when the campaign ends.
Yeah.
Like you set it to set home after the campaign, and once the campaign ends, you have the other one set at home.
Okay. Soria said some kind of marketable presence is good for recruiting good PvPers, and yeah, we're gonna need to at least market ourselves out there. So we're gonna need
Marketing
to.
department.
Well, just saying in chat that KA is here, probably saying that it's okay to join, you know.
Yeah.
Although that
Bring doom
encourages spying, I
to
suppose,
all.
but what can we do?
RP event to recruit our PvPers. That
Yes.
sounds like a great idea.
Yes.
I like it. Okay, what are we gonna RPS? No. Let's just move on to the last topic. Pretty much, it's just miscellaneous stuff. Do we need to discuss mean time in terms of just regular meeting times? Like this one, it's 7 p.m. GMT. Do we need to go earlier?
Earlier,
Six.
please.
If
Six.
possible, 1 hour earlier would be good. Well, but that's for me only.
Yeah, definitely 1 hour earlier. I mean, it's closing to 11 here, so...
Yeah, I understand.
1 hour earlier is perfect.
Perfect, 1 hour earlier. Write that down. Okay.
So just
And-
6 p.m. GM.
Yeah, 6 p.m. GMT. And lastly, I think we're going to have to do another contest for meat areas. So I'll put up a thread and just submit your submission of a meat area for the guild. And
A what?
You do
Come on.
realise that I'm going to find the most random place in Cyrodiil.
yeah,
Oh,
but
It'll take you half hour to get there.
oh my god, then no one's going to
Hello.
choose it.
But that's the best part of ESO. All those patrols. That's going to take a while to get there.
Yeah, I know,
No, it's not.
but it has to be,
can we pick Sheogarth's mansion?
Yes.
It's just a meat area for us to like hang out or whatever.
Can we
So
pick Chaden Hall?
just submit whatever you want to put in. All right.
Chaden Hall is the city between their spawns, not ours. In Cyrodiil.
Autobots, roll out!
What's the
Autobots, roll
prize?
out!
What's the prize?
What's the prize? What?
Oh.
It being chosen is not enough.
Eternal fame.
It's a lot of
An
bollocks.
Alikir treasure map.
I don't know. I thought it worked well in Guild Wars too. Us having like a meeting spot.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
average.
Ayavia would be nice. Ayavia?
Well, take a screenshot.
Make screenshots, make
Petition.
videos, and go.
Exactly.
Autobots,
think-
roll out!
And I'll put up
Lol, Sandwich.
10,000 of my own gold to the winner.
Oh my god.
I'm actually
What,
to
for
do
best-
things
That's
now.
a quarter
the
of a horse,
criteria?
guys.
You have to give us criteria.
The criteria is it must look cool.
Criteria is how. Okay, let me write it down. I think
Dude, do
criteria
a
should
forum
be.
post.
Yeah, I'm just saying it out loud here so people will know right now. Will probably be
There can't be a
closest to
bard.
the way shrine, and maybe is there anything else we need?
Well,
can't be a
accessible
bar.
to low levels, because it's a little unfair if it's in Cold Harbour.
Dude,
Okay,
it
it has to be
anywhere.
within the level 1 to 50 area. It can't be in any of the veteran zones.
Yeah,
Why?
I
You
dig
can
that
just, if we like travel people there, they have a waypoint unlocked there, so they can waypoint from waypoints for free.
one. Well, this
None
what I'm
of that's
saying about the waypoint stuff. It doesn't need to be because everyone can just right-click and travel to person.
Yeah.
So I think that's a bit of an unfair category to judge it on. It's
No,
just
no,
way
no,
tr-
no. No, because if you go to a way shrine and you click the way shrine, you can port to anywhere for free.
No, but I mean, you said that distance from Wayshrine is going to be an important factor in your judgment.
Yeah.
And what I'm
Like
saying
running
is
distance from the way shrine to the meat place.
yeah, but I'm saying that's bullshit because if it's a good place, you can just right-click and travel to the person.
Yeah, but that teleports you to the nearest way shrine.
I think this might be moot. I'm thinking that if it's not a city, won't there be problems with being phased between people who've done the area and those who haven't?
Yeah, but that's just a leveling issue.
So, invisible people. Except
Someone just called me the ugliest dancer ever.
You can travel
Hey,
to the
invisible
person.
people doesn't always have
How
to do with
about
the facing
then?
issues because you were invisible when I came here and I've done this area. Only thing is that I was in the wrong layer. There are sort of like layers in this game. So you just need to travel to the person who's sort of like leading or has done the invites to get in the same sort of like layer in this game. It's not a transition thingy.
Actually, if you're in the group before you go to the zone, it'll transition you to the right zone usually.
Yeah.
Unless there's a questing issue.
So it's
yeah,
not a
which
facing
main
issue.
cities don't suffer from. They only suffer from instance separation due to player numbers.
How about then we just all meet up in the Wailing Prison?
Alright. Is that good enough? I'm going to be grading it on... Is there anything else I need to grade it on besides closeness to the way shrine?
probably need to look at
Scenery.
the seating arrangements.
Jumping puzzle in between. You know, you have to do a jumping puzzle
There's
to
a
get there.
jumping puzzle
Then
in-
extra points.
The servants.
The servants.
You get less points if there's a fucking singer sitting in the middle banging his fucking lute all day.
Amount
You get
of
extra
hostile mobs
No, lose
close
points.
by. There shouldn't be like hostile mobs in it.
No hostile
This
mobs.
is like a proper competition. It's ridiculous.
Of course, there's money up for it.
Get a
Graphs.
spreadsheet out, Harmer. Also
Good
needs to
Ross.
have a circular seating arrangement
Can
or
we
a...
go
In the
PvP?
meantime, give me that 10,000 coin so I can buy a horse.
I'll give you 10,000 butch for free. For the horse.
Lol. Now everyone wants 10,000 gold for free harm.
Yeah,
I'll have to
me
start
too.
farming again.
I don't know which horse to buy. Someone tell me the best.
Last one.
I picked the speed.
I picked
What
speed
with
as
legs?
well. For PvP, just go
I
full
run
out
faster than
speed.
horses.
You need. What? How high can you go with the speed horse?
75, I think.
Yeah, you need
The
something
speed
like that.
And then you can get to like 95 if you've got the speed buff.
Yeah, you see, that just has to happen for all of
a
us.
little Ferrari.
At the moment, I've got like 32% on my horse, and then the speed buff brings me to 50. I'm like zooming across everything.
Does the speed buff stack if multiple people use it?
Nope.
No,
Uh,
it's one buff.
I'm gonna go to bed, so good night, guys.
Good night.
everyone.
Nice.
we should go PvP. I want to actually do something.
Great.
Okay. Well, I don't know which PvP we can actually go to because I switched.
Skull Crusher.
Skull Crusher.
Oh, I can't go to Skull Crusher because I guessed it on Kresimir.
Why?
Use your home
Set
server.
your home.
My home's Wabberjack.
Lol.
When did you change? Because you should be able to change again.
Yeah,
no,
but
we're
then
going to Wabberjack
home,
though.
home is Wabberjack.
Yeah.
We've
So,
got
Grog, your mobile's messing up.
Whoop.
You downloading something?
I said
Grog?
as I said, Wabberjack's higher numbers of members anyway, so I'm gonna troll on that anyway for a couple of hours.
Okay. Alright, so at the moment I'm just grading the contest on no vet zone, and there's no hostiles in the area, and the closest to the way shrine. And most of it, though, is just going to be on how good it is. And it's just going to be community chosen for the winner. Okay?
Cool.
Alright, so that's the end of the mate.
Woo!
Have anything they want to bring up? Or do you want like a summary at the very end here?
No.
Summary. No.
Because there is a video of this. So, and I'll be uploading that video to the YouTubes on the KA YouTubes.
Lo, I didn't do my hair. You could have told me
The
that.
only question I have is where did you grind harm?
I grinded in Cold Harbor on some zombies. I can show you exactly where.
Port me there.
Yeah,
the
show
mod-
us would be good.
The
Let's
mod
go
for
there
level
now.
47.
Because
Yeah.
I'm getting bored from the quests currently. Because like I'm not doing them correctly because I'm like just doing them for the sake of getting experience.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather do them like chill when I'm 50 or something.
Yeah,
I think-
same.
I think the meat's done, Anger, if you can cut it. The zone, I don't know if you can actually look on the map.